Okay, what I would like you to do right now with your partner is try problem number 1. Please use the pink cards to help you out. And just do 1 and don't go beyond that. And we'll talk about number 1 in a moment. It's going to be very important throughout everything we do, though, to make sure you know what you're looking at. Is that F? Is it F prime? Is it F double prime? And again, please just do 1. Don't go on to 2 yet. There's one comment I want to make before you start number 2. Just number 1. Let's start to talk. First of all, what do you have on the graph? F, F prime, F double prime, Andrew? What is the... Yeah, I'm not ready for an answer yet. We have the graph of F prime. Okay, and let's put that marker down because that makes them dry out though. So I need all the markers that I can get. Okay. Increasing. What is the definition of F increasing? Colby. F prime is positive. Now, as far as you're concerned from this graph, what would you be looking for to be positive, Colby? The y values. Because we have the graph of F prime and I want to know where F prime is positive, I'm looking for positive y values. Neha, can you tell me that second piece, the concave up part?
So the F double prime needs to be positive, so you have to look at the slope.
Good. So we're looking for where the slope of F prime is positive. How about this? How about I count to 3, and on the count of 3, you tell me your letter. 1, 2, 3.
D. Who said A?
I am liking D. Here's the idea. I'm looking for places with positive y values and a positive slope. I think I have positive y values and a positive slope from -2 to -1. Not from -1 to 0 because I've got a negative slope there. Yeah, I think you were just looking for the increasing part, not also the concave up part.
Yeah.
We need a positive y values and a positive slope. We're going to go with D. Now, read number 2, and I want to briefly talk about one little piece before you try to do the rest of the work with your partner. I just want to quickly talk about number 1, horizontal tangents. What is the definition of a horizontal tangent? This wasn't on the pink card. Be better than that. Let's talk about F or F prime or F double prime. If F has a horizontal tangent, what must be true? That is our definition of a horizontal tangent. F prime of x equals 0. That's all I want to tell you. See what you can do with your partner on number 2. Please don't yet go on. Just do number 2. Don't go on to 3 and 4.
Mr. Wicks are a dynamic duo over there.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I think again, I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to tell me an answer, and then we'll talk through things over here. 1, 2.
D.
You lose.
D.
Just tell me the latter. I do think it's D. So, number 1. There are horizontal tangents at -3 and 2. I think there are, though. Horizontal tangent, horizontal tangent. Why did you say 1 was wrong? Colby. Okay, so again, we're just going to stick with definitions here. We're looking for where f prime is 0. I have the graph of f prime, so I want to know, does f prime have a 0 y value there? And I do at -3. I don't at x equals 2. So number 1 is out. Number 2, is there a relative minimum at x equals 1? Well, what's the definition of a relative min? Kevin, what's the definition of a relative min? F prime changes from negative to positive. I have f prime, I'm looking for y values. Yep, my y values are changing from negative to positive at x equals 1. 2 is good. Olivia, what's the definition of a point of inflection?
It's where f double prime changes sign.
Good. What are you looking for, y values or slope in this problem? In this problem, slope, because you've got f prime. Is the slope changing at x equals -3? Sure it is. Positive before, negative after. 2 and 3 are good. That's why we're going to go with letter D.
This is fun. This is good time.
So, again, this stuff truly is all over, not just the free response on the AP exam. Well, there will be a free response question, but this is all over the multiple choice section of the AP exam. In any given year, there can be like 5 or 6 out of the 40 multiple choice questions that involve thinking like this. I think that's actually a pretty good thing because these don't seem terrible yet. Please try both 3 and 4. There's nothing new that I need to talk to you about there. Do not go on to 5. It gets a little different in number 5. Try 3 and 4. Try 3 and 4. Maybe about 1 more minute, and then we'll talk about these two. Okay. Jake, what did you say about number 3? B? Beverly, what did you say? B? How about other people?
I said B.
It is B. So let's see. What do we have over there at that point that I just drew in? Relative max, because f prime is changing from positive to negative. How about over here? No, hold on. Hello? That's okay. Yes, I'm not sure if he's supposed to be here or if he's supposed to be in MCAS. But he's not in my class right now. He's not in my class right now, but he might be in MCAS. Okay, yep, bye. What do we have over here?
That appears to be a relative minimum.
That is a minimum. Okay, and what do we have over here?
Nothing.
Nothing, because f prime has to change sign. It does not. And over here, this looks like another relative maximum because f prime is changing from positive to negative. 2 maximums, 1 minimum. All right. Number 4, Brianna, what did you say about 4? D? Jamie, what did you say? You didn't get there. B, what did you say? D? I'm liking D. So points of inflection are where f double prime changes sign. Slope or y values? Y values, because we have, not f, g. We have g double prime. So I'm looking for where the y values on that graph of g double prime are changing sign. Nothing, 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 nothing. Here is one at x equals 5. Here's another at x equals 7. It is very important to know, though, what the graph is the graph of, because it was g double prime, and I want to know about g double prime. I'm looking at the y values there. Does that make some sense? I want to do number 5 together. I think I actually want to do 5 and 6 together. Read 5, but don't do anything yet. And I think the first really important thing, and this is actually a little bit of a tricky question, is to figure out what we have the graph of.
Oh, I know it.
Michael says f double prime. Good? What did you say? Okay, this is very important. The graph of a twice differentiable function f is shown below. We have the graph of f. The twice differentiable is describing f, which just means you can find the derivative twice. That's all that that part means. We have f. We can find the derivative twice. That's all that that is saying. So this is actually a little different. No, it's actually not better with the light on, so I'll keep the light off. This is a little bit different. Can you figure out what f of 2 is? Yeah, what are you doing? You're just looking at the y value. You have f. You want to know about f of 2. It's just the y value on that. Now, we have f. I want to know about f prime of 2. If we have f and want to know about f prime, what idea are you using? Slope. I can't look at this graph and say that the slope is 5 or negative 4 or something like that, but you can tell me, is it 0, positive, or negative? Negative. It is negative. Next. This is a little weird now. You have the graph of f. We want to know about f double prime. What idea would this use? Colby. The slope of the slope, which is also called something else. Concavity. We have f. We want to know about its second derivative. The second derivative of the graph we have, that means we're talking about the concavity. So, at x equals 2, is my graph concave up or concave down? Does it look more like an upright parabola or an upside down parabola? Up. The only reason you are allowed to actually do this problem is because we're going to compare something positive with something negative with something that's 0. If 2 of those things were positive or 2 were negative, you would have no way of being able to order these things. But because you have 1 of each, I think we're going to go with letter C. I think. Because f prime of 2 is negative, f of 2 is 0, and f double prime of 2 is positive. We had f. I want to figure out things about f prime and f double prime, which truly means the slope and the concavity. Number 6 is pretty similar. You know what? Give 6 a try. Try number 6 with your partner, and we'll talk in a moment.
Is number 5 a kind of question that shows up a lot?
Yeah. Honestly, though, everything in this packet. 5 or 6 of the questions on your AP exam will be like these. Try 6. Okay, let's see. Cole, what do you have to say about number 6?
Well, we definitely know that the first derivative is positive between the interval of a and c.
Okay, and so what are you actually looking for on the graph? How do you know the first derivative is positive?
Because the slope is positive.
Okay, so we're looking for a positive slope. Tell me more things.
I'm not sure I can do that for you.
Okay. Andrew.
You're looking for where the second derivative is below 0, so where it's concave down.
That's what that other piece is telling us. Second derivative is less than 0, so I'm looking for f, the graph that you see, to be concave down. So I'm looking for where are we increasing with a positive slope and concave down. How about between a and b? Is that good? Do we have a positive slope there?
Yes.
Yes. And are we concave down?
No.
No, we're concave up.
False.
So 1 is out. Next, between b and c, do we have a positive slope? Are we increasing?
Yes.
Are we concave down?
Yes.
Yes, we are, so 2 is okay. How about C? Do we have a positive slope?
No.
No, so that one's going to be out. We're just going to go with letter B. There is nothing new in 7 and 8, so you're going to try those. Oh, and then you know what? I want you to try number 9 as well. See what you can do in 7, 8, and 9. Take a few moments. See what you can do in 7, 8, and 9. Please go try those. 7, 8, 9. Go do it. Yes, because you had the graph of the original. And we're looking for upright parabola, upside down parabola.
I think the only one that makes sense
So again, do try to finish off the packet 7, 8, and then try to do as much of 9 as you can. Seems a little weird, but I think you can figure it out. And we should be doing 7, 8, and 9. 7, 8, and 9. Do math.
Oh, ew. Ew. No. If F prime has a horizontal tangent, that's where there's point of inflection. If F prime has a horizontal tangent, that makes sense. Or it's a possible point.
Okay. I like that better.
So then it's either a point of inflection or it's bouncing off.
Yes. Well, yes.
So F double prime was therefore my this is not the graph. F double prime, that's the double prime. Okay, so those are a
Keep working. Keep working. Do math.
Just remember, point of inflection is where it changes.
Keep working.
That's most, okay.
But these are just positive, right? So you have a more it's like, see how it's because if it's zero, it's not actually all you gotta do, ready? Because working slope prime, so this one goes kind of because it has double prime, so that changes to the negative. What value all times is
plugging. That would give you
And it doesn't even care about the y.
So what was the derivative of minus y?
What does it?
It's just one worker at one time.
Oh, they're trying to find the
And then what is the function
Or like one of the questions is nothing is given to graph. Oh wait, no, it's this after that.
Yeah, you do need something from there. Yeah.
After that, right? After negative 2 is so f of x has to be
Okay, maybe like one, maybe 2 more minutes, and then we'll take a look at this stuff.
Never mind, we gotta find the derivative. So actually, this would be your y. Choose your y. Yeah, please. It's gonna be 2x times.
Oh my gosh, just go to the bathroom.
F4 x is 0.
Have you been recording this whole time?
Yep.
Recording? Wow. Hi, Barry. That's
Hi, what's up, guys?
Do math. Do math. Oh my gosh, go away. Go. Oh my. Oh my gosh.
That's gonna be on YouTube.
Maybe we're just gonna start talking because work. Go work. Try to finish up 9C.
2x times x times x. Oh, products and all
Hello? Good so far?
I'm sorry.
No.
Because good so far.
X squared.
Good so far.
He's like, good so far? No.
Keep working.
Oh, I think who was English right now?
They're gonna be fine.
They had the long pop yesterday.
Okay, it's time to talk. Number 7. Ivan, what did you say for number 7?
Number 7. I said C.
What did other people think?
I concur.
I like that one. So, let's see. I am telling you that f prime is positive between A and C, so we need to be increasing between A and C, increasing everywhere. I actually think that narrows it down to just either A or C. Then we're saying between A and B, f double prime is positive, so I need to be concave. Wait, hold on. No. It's saying f double prime is negative between A and B, so I need to be concave down there. F double prime is positive between B and C, so I need to be concave up there. That is happening in C. It is not happening in A, so we're going to go with letter C for that. Number 8. Who haven't I picked on yet for things? Beverly, what did you say for 8? D? Michael, what did you say? I agree with that. So here's how we're going to interpret this one. I need to be decreasing and concave up in the first region. This is out. This is out. E is out. I think we're just looking at C and D, where we're decreasing and concave up. At letter B, the first derivative is 0, so basically is 0, horizontal tangent there. I've got that in C and at D. Between B and 0, my first derivative is positive, so positive slope or increasing and concave up. I don't have either of those in letter C. I'm decreasing and concave down there, so I think D is going to work and everything else kind of checks. Okay. 9a, points of inflection. Neha, where?
No,
Oh, question.
yeah.
Where?
So it says that f prime is 0 is 3.
Okay, so that is saying when x equals 0, the slope is 3. Well, could be. It's some sort of positive slope at x equals 0. You would have no way of knowing is it 3, is it 2, or is it whatever. But I'm just filling in some number there. I'm not filling in 0. And you would have an issue if I said this was negative 3. But I think it's reasonable to say it is some sort of positive number because it was just at a point they gave up a value. Focus on the fact that it's positive. Number 9. Since I tried to call on you before, Neha, what did you have for letter A?
1, -1, 1, 0, and 4.
Okay, so here's the problem.
Oh, that says x coordinates.
It says x coordinates because actually you have no way of knowing the y coordinates. -1 is not a point on f. What is it? It's a point on f prime, so you know like f prime of -1 is -1, but you have no way of knowing the f value yet. We actually need integration to do that. We'll get there in December and January. What's your reason, Neha, for those 3 points of inflection?
That's when this slope of f prime changes.
Yeah, but they'd actually have an issue with a justification like that. They don't want you to use words like slope or y values. What am I really looking for?
Double prime changes sign.
Where f double prime changes sign. If you said that along with like in parentheses f double prime, f single prime's slope changes sign, just to help you out, that's fine, but they need the f double prime changes sign part. Wilson, what did you say about B? Why? Good, because f prime changes from negative to positive. And we do actually need the negative to positive part in there. Just changing sign is not good enough because it could be a max. We're changing sign as well. Okay, part C. The answer is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. x1 is -2. y1 is whatever h of -2 is, and m is whatever h prime of -2 is. What is h of -2? 2. Because this should be -2 squared times f of -2, that is 4 times f of, where are you getting f of -2 from?
The direction.
They told you. We need to use that piece of information. 4 times a half, we're going to get 2 over there. As for h prime of -2, I need to go calculate my h prime of x. I need to go use the product rule. First, x squared times derivative of the second, f prime of x, plus second, f of x times derivative of the first, 2x. H prime of -2 equals -2 squared times f prime of -2 plus, I'll keep going in this order, f of -2 times 2 times -2. This is 4 times, what is f prime of -2? 0, because we're looking at the y value on the graph that we have up here. That point over there. Plus f of -2, well again we were told that was a half times 2 times -2. I am thinking your slope is -2. So your answer should be y minus 2 equals -2 times x plus 2. Questions on that?
Would something like that be on like a test?
Absolutely. That's not unreasonable. Okay, I actually need to shut this off because I'm not allowed to.